breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Denzel Washington goes public with Jay Z and Beyonce's disturbing tapes. That's what this joint is about. I found this joint. I said, man, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to ride this out. Me and my people see what's going on. And that's how we do it. The Mecca, we watch these joints together, a.k.a. reaction. So let's give a reaction to this. Denzel goes public with Jay Z and Beyonce's disturbing tapes. All right. Hit the notification if you subscribe. Hit the notification. That's the key. Even if you're a member, hit the notification. I got videos over there. All right. You know what it is. Unique Mech Audio, man. We here. We're going to play this joint because it's kind of long about Denzel Washington, and he's exposing some things supposedly on this tape about J and B.
The elite, and it also goes on in Congress and the Senate, and if they even insinuate that they're going to reveal some of these things, they're done.
A lot of people here tonight feel like they lost. You know why? Because y'all been lied to.
So Denzel Washington is done keeping his lips sealed about Jay Z and Beyonce's disturbing tapes. The actor has always been a straight arrow. In fact, as bad as it sounds, he's one of the good ones in Hollywood, priding himself in living an honest life and career. And that's exactly why you won't find any proof of him at Diddy's parties. However, that didn't stop the former music mogul from trying to bring over the actor to the dark side. Unfortunately for him, that Lil plan backfired because Denzel is using this opportunity to expose the truth about Jay Z and Beyoncé. These two have been accused of being just as bad as Diddy, and apparently Denzel has all the truth, down to how they participated in freak-offs. Just what disturbing tapes did he make public? And is there really any truth to his words? Let's find out. Denzel Washington knows dark secrets. So it seems like Denzel Washington knows all about the secrets Jay and Beyoncé are hiding in their closet. How do we know that? Well, back in the day, Denzel and Jay Z were all good friends. In fact, back in 2014, Denzel revealed that he shared a recording studio with Jay Z during his appearance on the Queen Latifah show to promote his film Equalizer.
I was in the studio with Lenny Kravitz, and he was doing something with Jay Z, and he, you know how he talk. Yeah, D, I'm gonna play this for you, D. That's how he is. Yeah, that's how he is. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna put this on for you, man. Just tell me what you think.
It almost seemed like Denzel and him were on good terms, but somewhere along the way, Denzel realized that Jay Z was bad news because the next time he was caught by his side, he was shrugging him off.
Now, let's stop this conspiracy theory, right? You can clearly see that Denzel is arguing with a ref or somebody, whoever that is, with the glasses on top of his head, and Jay-Z telling, Denzel, yo, chill out, man, chill out. And Denzel like, nah, I'm gonna get this dude. You know what I mean? That's all that's happening. But this conspiracy theory, don't flip this into Jay saying, Denzel saying, I ain't messing with you, Jay. You's a clown. You know, that's what they turned this picture as when Jay is with him laughing like, I can't believe he about to knock this dude out, and that's Denzel Washington. You know what I mean? And, he's over here wilding. Not Mr. Denzel. That's what Jay-Z thinking right now as he's looking at this. Look at the tape for what it is. They even got the conspiracy music. Love it, love it. That's Screen Queens. That's where I got this from. Check them out. This is dope. But you can see what's going on here. Denzel getting at somebody. He's not telling Jay, I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me. And Jay running behind him. That's how they try to make it. Look.
The video left fans all kinds of confused. Why was Denzel treating Jay like that? Did he know something sinister about Jay? And if so, what creeped him out to the point he wanted to keep his distance? Well, some fans think it's the same reason Denzel walked out all spooked from a Diddy party. See, back in 2009, Diddy turned 40 and he decided to celebrate the milestone the only way he knew, by throwing a crazy party. He wrote a check for $3 million and invited all the big guns in the industry to an epic birthday bash at the Plaza Hotel.
Got it crazy up in here. We shaking this shit. That's what y'all missing. We got you covered though. It ain't nothing.
The guest list included the likes of Jay Z, Bono, Young Jeezy, Nelly, Estelle, Rick Ross, Cassie, Lupe Fiasco, Martha Stewart, Kim Kardashian, and Denzel Washington. And like always, celebrities flood social media with party pictures and rave reviews. But Denzel wasn't bragging. Instead, reporters caught him leaving the party.
How you doing, Denzel? How you doing tonight, man? Looking good, Denzel. Looking good.
A lot of fans think that Denzel looked hella spooked, like he wanted to get out of there ASAP. In fact, he even missed out on the after party.
Did y'all make sure he gets down? Here you go. Flag it up, flag it up.
Now, why exactly could Denzel have witnessed for him to react this way? Well, given the allegations that have come to light about Diddy, fans can take a pretty good guess. But this is where things get interesting. According to some fans, Denzel walking out all spooked and shrugging off Jay are connected incidents. Remember how we said Jay and Bey were present at Diddy's party? Well, some fans think he witnessed these two doing some freaky stuff at the event involving the two. But the question is, are these two really capable of doing something sinister? Well, you can bet on it. Beyonce and Jay-Z's real side. The truth is that Beyonce and Jay-Z are living a double life. In front of the cameras, they're the perfect couple. But behind the scenes, they use all the tricks in the book to further their career. And Jaguar Wright made sure everyone knew about it when she appeared on the Piers Morgan show.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple.
And well, she may not be entirely wrong here. Remember Jay-Z's Rock Nation's lunches? Well, if Diddy had freak-off parties, Jay had these, and trust us, they got pretty out of hand. In fact, in the last couple of years, there have been a couple of celebrity blind items that reported some messed up incidents that went down at these parties.
Now, I want to remind everyone, these are blind items. That doesn't mean they're necessarily true, but this is a blind item from Crazy Days and Nights. And it says, this very unique A- list model serviced a producer at an annual brunch party yesterday. And that blind item turned out to be about Winnie Harlow, allegedly. The next blind item that came from last year's Rock Nation brunch goes as follows. Speaking of that brunch, this rapper, named after a gun, almost died there and was lucky the event staff had naloxone. And if you're wondering, naloxone is a medication designed to reverse an opioid overdose. And that blind item turned out to be about Machine Gun Kelly, aka MGK, allegedly. So am I saying this is the reason why the Rock Nation brunch got canceled? Absolutely not. However, if it was, I would totally understand. Because again, y'all don't know how to act in Jay Z and Beyonce's house.
And it gets worse. You know how a person is judged by the kind of crowd he keeps? Well, Jay and Beyonce have deep relations with all the wrong people, and Jaguar made sure to highlight it during her appearance on the Piers Morgan show.
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately: Sean Carter.
But that's only the tip of the iceberg. Beyonce and Jay-Z aren't simply tied to predators in Hollywood. They have connections with some die-hard criminals as well. According to one celebrity blind, it appears Beyonce doesn't care who she is performing for as long as they have the money to pay her fee. Over New Year's, she performed in St. Barth's. No big deal, right? Lots of celebrities were there, but as Mediaite.com reported, it was who was paying Beyonce's fee that was the big deal. The party was thrown by Hannibal Gaddafi. Yes, the son of Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. Beyonce was happy to take the money of Hannibal. Oh, and just in case Beyonce's people say that the sins of a father shouldn't be transferred to the son, here is a little history on Hannibal. On Christmas Day in the UK, Hannibal beat his wife in the face in front of their children. She suffered massive bruising and a broken nose. Hannibal was released because he had diplomatic immunity. Oh, last year, he and his then pregnant wife were arrested for beating their servants while in Switzerland. Hannibal's dad retaliated by arresting random Swiss people in Libya and closing Swiss businesses. Oh, and one more. Back in 2005, he was arrested for punching his wife and her with a gun while in France. He was released on diplomatic immunity. Beyonce should give every freaking cent of that money back. If she doesn't, then she should be boycotted forever. The guy who paid her is an a-hole of epic proportions. His dad is responsible for the taking out hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent lives, including the people flying on that Pan Am flight. Beyonce should be ashamed of herself, and every celebrity who was at that party should also be ashamed. Here is the list of the celebrities that were there: Lindsay Lohan, Russell Simmons, Jay Z, Usher, and Jon Bon Jovi. All of them should be disgusted, and if they received any money for being there, they should give it back or donate it. Yes, I know Lindsay probably already spent hers on drugs or something, but maybe Jon Bon Jovi could pay her share. Oh, and last year, Hannibal's brother hosted the same party and Mariah Carey was paid $1 million. Beyonce received $2 million. So yeah, these two have some messed up morals, and Kanye West ain't about to let it slide. See, everyone likes to blow off Kanye as the crazy dude on the block, but that's far from the truth. He's been in the industry for years, hanging out with the big guns like Jay Z and Diddy. And so if anyone's going to know the dark secrets of the industry, it's going to be him.
Poison me, and by the way, y'all done already with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard niggas, f you. Hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard, f you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't give a because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that, and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the up about, you shut the about Michael.
Right.
And that's exactly why Kanye's lyrics on the track Blood on the Leaves raise a lot of eyebrows. He rapped, "He only wanna see that ass in reverse $2,000 bag with no cash in your purse. Now you sitting courtside, wifey on the other side, gotta keep them separated. I call that apartheid. Then she said she pregnant aided, that's the night your heart died. Then you gotta go into your girl and report that main reason, cause your pastor said you can't abort that. Now your driver say that new Benz, you can't afford that. All the pain on the table, you can't snort that. That go into that, all that money that the court got, all in on that alimony, Yeah, she got you, homie. Yeah, till death, but do your part, unholy matrimony." And well, a lot of folks thought that it describes Jay Z's situation with his pregnant mistress.
Do you see how crazy this is getting? I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm stuck. You know what I mean? That's why I'm watching this for the first time too, and I'm really enjoying it. Definitely Screen Queens. But, you know, this is deep and informative. I didn't know nothing about this.
Kathy White, who passed away under mysterious circumstances. See, Kathy passed away out of the blue at the age of 29 from a brain aneurysm, which is something that does not make sense to fans at all. A brain aneurysm at that age sounds almost impossible, and Liza Crokin managed to confirm the worst. Back in the day, Liza Crokin used to work for media outlets like US Weekly, National Enquirer, Star and In Touch Weekly. So safe to say she knows some secrets about the industry. Well, last week she decided to surprise by sharing one about Jay Z. She wrote, "In August of 2011, I was working as a senior editor for Star magazine. My boss asked me to look into online blog reports claiming that a woman named Kathy Coriana White, who friends called Corey, was having an affair with Jay Z. The blog that reportedly first broke the affair story was published by Hollywood Street King in an article titled Busted. Jay Z caught cheating on Beyoncé with Kathy White in August of 2010. I managed to get a hold of Kathy at her job in New York over the phone, and I then uncovered photos of Kathy hanging with Jay Z and Diddy, no less, at Tao nightclub in Las Vegas. So I called her back and asked her about the photo evidence that debunked her initial claim that she had never met or hung out with Jay Z. At this point, Kathy expressed to me that she would consider going public with her story. Days later, I tried to reach her at work with no luck. I finally got a hold of one of her colleagues, and I asked her if she knew why Kathy had been MIA. Her colleague shockingly told me, she's dead. So with the way she was describing it, it seemed like Jay Z had something to do with Kathy's passing. Liza even chose to set the record straight directly once without dancing around the subject. The reporter tweeted, "It's only a matter of time before spirit cooking Jay Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay's got murderers. I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Kathy White one day. The false idols will continue to fall. Mark my words." However, Liza might want to hold on to that thought. According to some people, Jay might not get the Diddy treatment after all. One person wrote, "Okay, so that takes care of that." Then there is the alleged secret child, and that hasn't been proven. Doubt it will. And Superhead said he was the only one who made her use a condom. So I think he is like Fort Knox, and we won't be hearing any people coming forward. And there's a good reason why that is, at least according to rapper Lord Jamar. While sitting down on the Art of Dialogue, Jamar said, "You know, I will say that Jay-Z, if he was doing ill like that, he was more quiet about it. You know what I mean? But then, if we be real with ourselves, it was kinda abnormal when he got with Beyonce. She was pretty young when he got with her. However, he did make it clear that he had some rumors about Jay getting up to some nasty things behind the scenes."
Makes it a little different. It still could be some bullshit, but I'm just saying, some of these rumors been around about people for a long time. You've been hearing little things about them, and have I heard little shit about Jay Z? Yup. Do I think that he's trying to emulate himself and present himself as a gay painter, like to look like Basquiat? Yup.
And that's exactly why fans can't just brush Jay's friendship with Diddy under the rug. Considering how close these two were, fans are 100% sure that Jay participated in those sick freak-offs and even dragged his wife. However, he was smarter and made sure to cover his tracks. But as long as there are people like Denzel, the truth about Jay Z and Beyoncé will come to light.
Is it true that a sex drop?
What's that? He choreographed that whole thing. He staged it all. And once he realized what they were willing to do for money, he's a menace.
Did you expect that?
Yes.
And is leading the charge. It's all about some serious crimes, and some folks even got detained. And where was Diddy during all this drama? It's still a mystery, but his Miami crib got stormed too after some hefty allegations were thrown his way in multiple civil lawsuits filed in New York. So picture this: Diddy's crib, Homeland Security raid, and guess what they find? Not just any old stuff, but a goldmine of gadgets, laptops, phones, you name it. Now, you know when the feds roll in with that gear, they're on a mission. And oh boy, did they find some treasure, all right. Compromising tapes. Diddy's lawyers are out here screaming witch hunt, while the feds are busy piecing together this puzzle of hidden cameras and those tapes. His attorney said yesterday there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained, but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced, coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Word on the street is Diddy might have had a hand in serving up these tapes to the feds. And guess who's the star of one of these tapes? None other than the Carters. Yeah, you heard me right. Apparently, Diddy's got a knack for keeping receipts, and he's not afraid to use them. Why would Diddy spill the tea on Jay and Bey? Well, rumor has it that it's payback time. Seems like Diddy felt a little neglected during his legal battles and decided it was time to steer the pot, and it doesn't stop there. Cassie.
Do you believe that? I had to let all that run because I'm trying to process all this, right? Because I'm just learning this for the first time before I give my real opinion on it a little deeper. But do you believe that Diddy and Jay is going through that and that Diddy is mad at Jay for turning his back on him? I can see that, you know, but that he would turn the tapes over on Jay now? Or are they trying to speculate that he will turn the tapes over on Jay if he allegedly has them? But the thing with that is, if he decide to talk, or when he decide to talk, however you want to look at it, he have a lot of powerful people that he could bring down in careers and families he could ruin. That's what's so deep about this, where my head is at, where I'm just letting the tape play because they're doing a good job of narrating it to explain it to me and you, us together. So, you know, we can sit back and enjoy this ride together. So I'm going to pick out the ones that I find interesting, and that's what I'm going to bring you, such as this one here. All right.
He spilled some tea too, like how Diddy allegedly made her star in his personal art projects and kept those videos on lock even after she tried to delete them. And Lil Rod, he's got a whole stack of recordings claiming Diddy's got hidden cameras everywhere, even in the bathroom. Yeah, talk about invasion of privacy. We all knew that Diddy had some dirt hiding in his electronics, especially after Cassie spilled the tea about him keeping multiple copies of those videos. But no one, I mean no one, could have predicted what the feds would dig up. Videos of Beyonce and Jay Z getting down and dirty at Diddy's crib. And when I say dirty, I'm not talking about them strutting their stuff on stage as Hollywood's power couple. Nah, I'm talking about some serious freak-off videos, if you catch my drift. The kind of stuff that'll make your grandma blush. Can you imagine the shockwaves when news of this hit the internet? The Carters caught in the act, all thanks to Diddy's surveillance tactics. And Jaguar Wright spilled the beans, confirming that these videos are as scandalous as they come.
Because the Diddy. Oh! Diddy done turned over tapes. Allegedly, with the Carters, it's some freak off. And the Beyonce. How on the cocaine? And the tapes had jizz all over it. Hold on.
And get this, Diddy allegedly handed over even more tapes willingly to the feds, like some sort of twisted insurance policy. But why would he do that, you ask? Well, it's all part of his grand plan to save his own skin while taking down some big names with him. See, Diddy's feeling some type of way about Jay Z lately. He thought they were tight, but Jay left him high and dry. No support, no strings pulled, nada. And it's not just about the lawsuits. Jay Z's been dodging Diddy like he's allergic to drama. He even skipped his own Rock Nation brunch just to avoid rubbing elbows with Diddy.
Wow, so you telling me Jay Z canceled that whole dinner date from his alleged love affair that he would have?
Yeah, for the Rock Nation brunch because we had tickets. We was going. Is they refunding everybody?
I believe this. To be honest, I'm saying allegedly for my protection, but
that whack ass fucking she on just as bad as that Austin Powers shit.
Trying to detach herself from Jay Z just so she don't get implicated. That's crazy.
Yup.
She's trying to attach herself from Jay Z's hairstyle because she know that she can get implicated. So if
she gets up
with some tapes that got her in it too, it makes sense.
I was going to the brunch and they canceled that hoe.
So what does Diddy do? He plays the ultimate trump card, offering up the Carters tape to the feds. It's a move straight out of a movie, except this time, it's Hollywood's elite playing the game. And while Beyonce might be trying to distance herself from the whole thing, Jaguar ain't having it. She's calling out Queen Bee for standing by her man when the going was good, but now she's trying to run for the hills.
No, she was down with the devil. Ride with that to the end, that's your man. Stand by your man. You wanna sing a country song? Sing that shit. Stand by your man. You was willing to stand by him before, stand by him now. You mean?
One fan even commented, Jaguar does her homework and tells it like it is. I pray she is safe and nothing happens to her for exposing the truth. I feel Beyonce is doing everything possible to protect the dirt she has on her idiot husband and not get indicted. And when Jaguar goes off, she goes off. She's out here calling out Beyonce's internet as the devil's playground, saying nobody wants to admit the truth.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
Half of which dumbass bitch.
She's throwing out accusations left and right, claiming BNC's involved in some next-level dark magic shenanigans. Like, we're talking hypnotism, drugging, and even doing some mess-it-up stuff while a girl was asleep.
No, nobody would have accepted that bitch.
I think
She went and killed the girl Cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats.
And get this, the courts ain't doing much about it except telling the victims to steer clear of BNC and find new gigs, which ain't easy when your name's being dragged through the mud.
And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
And some are saying Diddy's alleged shady dealings aren't just his own doing. Nope, there are whispers that Jay Z and Beyoncé might be involved too. Remember Kathy White, the woman rumored to be Jay Z's side chick? Well, her sudden death back in 2011 raised a lot of eyebrows. Journalist Liz Crowan's digging into the story, stirring up the pot with hints and allegations. And if that's not enough, there are rumors suggesting Jay Z and Beyoncé's involvement in Aaliyah's passing. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. Some believe that Aaliyah's removal might have been a calculated move to eliminate competition for Beyoncé.
Maybe that's why you moved his ass around and out of Rockefeller so tough and then just moved right over to Def Jam. By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling? Jam on your horn now, that's a record. From the Austin Powers shit was some of the worst shit ever. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died. And then they brought Rich Harrison in, and you know, them niggas are crazy right now. She liked posing with him in pictures for Page 6. Aaliyah didn't. She fell in love with Dane. And Aaliyah's gone.
Jaguar's not new to stirring up controversy. A few years back, she claimed that Jay Z played a role in the downfall of Big L, the legendary rapper from Harlem. Big L's tragic demise in a drive-by shooting shook the rap world, but Jaguar's allegations added another layer to the story. She suggested that Jay Z, feeling threatened by Big L's rising prominence, may have orchestrated his demise to clear his path to success.
I want to go to court. And I want to talk about Big
and other before it all comes tumbling out. And Queen Bey, oh, she knows it, and she's not about to stick around for the fallout. Now, who's gonna be the breakout victim in this scandal? Your guess is as good as mine, but let me tell you, it's gonna be a Hollywood divorce for the ages. Think Diddy level exposure, but on steroids. And while the fans were all for Beyonce leaving the marriage, I mean, who wouldn't want out of that mess, right? There's more to this story than meets the eye. See, people have this image of Jay Z being all controlling and manipulative towards Beyonce, even though there's no hard evidence to back it up. But according to some whispers, Jay Z's been playing the long game, lining up his friends to take the fall while he steps to the side. But Beyonce, oh, she's not just sitting pretty and letting Jay Z call the shots. Nah, she's got some tricks up her sleeve too. Rumor has it Beyonce's been taking matters into her own hands when it comes to dealing with Jay Z's side pieces. Like, we're talking career sabotage on a whole other level. And Tierra Marie, oh, she got caught up in the crossfire, all right. Allegedly, Beyonce pulled some strings to derail Tierra's career before it even started. And now it looks like divorce papers might be on the horizon. Beyonce's ready to cut ties and let Jay Z take the fall for whatever's about to go down. The federal investigation we talked about, yeah, it kicked off some serious legal battles, including one that landed in federal court last December. Calma's got hit with some heavy accusations of SA and exploitation. But here's the kicker. Diddy's been adamantly denying these claims every step of the way. But his past? Yeah, that's raising some major eyebrows. Picture this. Rapper Young Miami and 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy, were allegedly on Diddy's payroll as adult workers, or in simpler terms, human traffickers. Yeah, you heard that right. Diddy's implicated in some serious criminal activity involving both humans and drugs. Feds are seizing evidence left and right, building a case that could put Diddy and his associates away for a long, long time. And guess what? It doesn't end there. Young Miami was supposedly delivering bumps of coke to Diddy via private jets. But the bombshells don't stop dropping there. Court documents are exposing a laundry list of high-profile names associated with Diddy's alleged activities, and the list just keeps growing. Now, Diddy's parties weren't just gatherings. They were spectacles that attracted the best or the worst of Hollywood, sports, and music. From A-list actors to chart-topping artists, Diddy's parties are where the elite come to see and be seen. Celebs like Cuba Gooding Jr., Young Miami, and even Prince Harry have been there. In a jaw-dropping revelation from the lawsuit, Cassie detailed a disturbing incident that rocked her world in March 2016. She claims that during a wild freak-off, Diddy, fueled by alcohol, turned violent, leaving her with a black eye. As she attempted to make a swift exit from the hotel room, Diddy suddenly woke up, erupting into a frenzy of screams and launching glass vases in her direction, turning the scene into a nightmare of shattered glass and chaos. Now, fast forward to 2013, and the drama reaches new heights. Diddy allegedly orchestrated another one of his infamous freak-offs, but this time, the aftermath wasn't just a wild party. The explicit rendezvous left the hotel venue in utter disarray, with damages that racked up a hefty bill. Cassie, seemingly responsible for arranging the location and hiring male companions for the event, seemed ready to spill the beans, but Diddy reportedly swooped in, offering her a substantial sum of money to keep her from exposing the truth. Diddy's past is coming back to haunt him big time, and the drama is spilling all over social media. You've got Jennifer Lopez hinting at some serious tea from their past fling, and then there's Cassie, who was with him for a whopping 11 years, dropping a massive lawsuit bombshell. The allegations are no joke. We're talking about a cycle of violence and some seriously messed up demands. It's like a real-life soap opera, but way more intense. But here's the kicker. Diddy's playing the denial card, with his lawyer straight up calling the lawsuits bogus. Cassie's dropping bombs about Diddy allegedly flipping out over her dating Kid Cudi, even threatening to blow up Cudi's ride. And get this, Cudi's car actually blew up shortly after. Coincidence? I think not. But rewind to the 90s when Diddy was locking lips with J-Lo. It wasn't all love songs and butterflies though. Remember that nightclub shooting? Yeah, they were smack dab in the middle of that mess. Diddy and J-Lo started off as this power couple, ruling the music scene with their swag and affection. But behind closed doors, it was a different story. Think cheating, blow-ups, and straight-up drama. When describing their relationship, J-Lo said, "The idea of the glass house was about how we get into these toxic relationships. You have trauma from your past. You have these patterns you haven't figured out yet, and you get into these relationships where you compromise yourself in ways that you never thought you would, or you allow people to treat you in ways that you never thought you would, and that certainly has happened to me." And then there's Kim Porter, Diddy's on and off flame during his J-Lo days. Talk about a messy love triangle. Diddy was out here playing games with Jennifer to make Kim jealous while blowing up Kim's phone nonstop. It was a toxic mess. Back in the 90s, Diddy's rumored wandering eye had J-Lo feeling some type of way. He was always grinding hard and living it up on the scene. But his wild nights out had Jennifer Lopez on high alert. She had this gut feeling that he wasn't exactly keeping it 100 when it came to staying faithful. She even talked about those moments when she'd be low-key, snooping around hotel rooms trying to catch him red-handed. Then came that wild night in December 99 that shook everything up. Diddy and J-Lo found themselves in hot water outside a club in NYC. Shots were fired, chaos ensued, and before they knew it, they were both in cuffs. Jennifer got released pretty quick. The cops figured she wasn't involved, but Diddy had to face a trial for bribery and possession charges. But that wasn't the only scandal they had to weather. Their relationship was like a roller coaster ride, with highs and lows that kept the tabloids buzzing. She owned up to being in the wrong place at the wrong time, which led to all the drama. And even though the arrest and trial put a strain on their relationship, it wasn't the only reason they called it quits. Remember his rocky relationship with the late Kim Porter? Yeah, that was a whole other saga. Despite their ups and downs, things hit the fan when Kim found out he was expecting a baby with his friend Sarah Chapman. Talk about a messy love triangle. And the end of Diddy and Kim's romance for good. And then she dies out of a sudden. And some reports suggest that Diddy might be connected to Kim Porter's passing. Yeah, you heard that right. Kim's best friend, Sahara Lee, is adamant about reopening the investigation into her friend's demise. She's convinced something's fishy about it all and just can't brush it aside.
Like, I felt like whatever weird shit was in him was in her. I mean, I'm telling you, his energy was so freaking dark. During like the funeral and all that, I couldn't even say hello to him. On the day of her death, I went over there with her niece, and his security guards wouldn't let us in.
Wow.
They wouldn't let us. And then the security guard eventually the next day like apologized and whatever to me. But I was like, it was her house. And all of a sudden you realize it's actually not her house. Does that make sense? Like, it was like he had her whole life on lock. And then for the services in Columbus, Georgia, one of her family members calls me like hysterical because they don't have the money to fly to the funeral, and he won't pay for them. So I ended up paying for them.
Oh my God.
I ended up paying for them because he wouldn't pay. And after that, I was like, oh, fuck that. You're a piece of shit. And that's when I was like, what kind of man doesn't pay for the family of your supposed love of your life soulmate? That was the first time ever he actually put it out there.
There were no signs that Kim was sick, so Kimura's left wondering what really went down. And now, with some new info surfacing, it seems like Kim's passing from pneumonia might not be the whole story. People are suspicious, especially since the coroner who was investigating the case passed away just a few weeks into the investigation. Coincidence? I think not. This is the same coroner who found potentially dangerous toxins in Kim's body during the autopsy. My whole thing about it is that there's always been tension between those two physically, but Kim wasn't taking any of Diddy's nonsense. If he put his hands on her, she was going right back at him. The coroner back then said Kim's passing needed more looking into, but he got replaced with another coroner. And guess what? The new coroner never talked about the toxins found in Kim's body. Did someone tell him to keep quiet? Diddy might be free for now, but his days are numbered. With the feds combing through the evidence and building a case, it's only a matter of time before Diddy's empire comes crashing down. And now even Beyonce might be caught in the crossfire. Some sources claim that Diddy's already started spilling the tea to authorities, and Jay Z might need to brace himself for the fallout.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Y'all let me know what you think of that. That joint, as you see it, had me stuck. I'm sitting here listening. I couldn't believe all this going on with Jay Z. I mean, I'm laying in the prison for 26 years, you know, doing my time, going to law library, trying to get out, listen to Reasonable Doubt and whatever we could get our hands on, and then, you know, get out and find out all of this been going on. And now it might be their turn to go in where we just came from. Woof. That's a hard one. You know what I mean? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, especially after the way they've been living. I've been watching and enjoying watching them on TV, living in the manner they was living in. But that joint is crazy, man. But you see how they did that joint with Denzel, how they tried to make it look like if Denzel was brushing them off. You know? Hold on, let me show you that, as a matter of fact. I'm going to show you that real quick. Look at it. They actually said that Denzel was brushing them off on this joint. Hold up, man. Hold up. You know? I'm going to show you this right here. Look. Denzel clearly argued with somebody in front of him, and Jay trying to tell him to chill out. Denzel pushed it back. Now Jay laughing. You know, they out boys all the town having fun, man. That's all that was. But that's just how everybody be trying to play it. But we've been on here long enough, man. We out. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all that. Keep it moving. All right.